Oh, dude. So RGG, right? I'm gonna preface this. I gotta preface this article with something that is very important that we have to realize is going on in this industry potentially and explicitly and with this title. Like a Dragon Studio, which is RGG, also published by Sega, right? Surprised. The studio head of RGG is surprised by Infinite Wealth's strong early sales. That's unfortunate, in my opinion. Games in the series usually sell at a slower rate, Yokoyama says. This game has paywalled New Game Plus. New Game Plus paywalled in Like a Dragon. So, search this real quick while that comes up. There we go. Yeah. So, back on January 20th, so yeah, around January we found out, a couple months ago we found out that this was going to be the case. If you wanted New Game Plus in this game, you had to buy into higher editions of the game. If you bought the default version of the game, you were not going to get New Game Plus. That's not acceptable. Paywalling something that should be a default option that developers are implementing for replayability of a game as a quality of life option for consumers to continue to play their title is not something that is acceptable for paywalling. That is disgusting. And if you want to read this, then by all means, I mean, we've known about this for a while. I've been trying to educate people on this fact, and it's not good. And it sucks to hear that the studio's doing well off this game when they've done something like this. So I cannot, in good conscience, dive into an article that has anything to do with this game without first and foremost pointing out this glaring issue. And here's the problem. When a studio gets to the point where they feel comfortable enough to do things like paywalling an option like New Game Plus, that's just grounds for a snowball effect to happen, man. They're comfortable enough to do this to us. That means that sets a precedent moving forward for them to go, well, if people bought the game and they were okay with us paywalling New Game Plus, then why don't we just paywall a, field of view slider? Why don't we just paywall flipping, all of our video options in the game? I mean, is that a little bit of a drastic comparison? Maybe, but it's also not all that far-fetched, really, considering what this is. And it would actually probably eventually get to that point. There's probably a lot of other steps in between there, but it's really disgusting. This we can't allow this kind of stuff to happen. We can't support these kinds of developers doing this kind of thing to us. And so I'm not even going to read this whole thing. I don't want to promote this game. I just brought this up because it feels bad. 1 million copies were shipped or sold within the first week of the game releasing, and I can't tell you how much it sucks to hear that, dude. No matter how good the content is of the game, okay, it's not acceptable for a developer to be doing this to us. Paywalling New Game Plus behind $85 and $110 editions of the game. This is disgusting. This is unacceptable. And so I'm not going to promote this game. I will continue to rip on RGG and Sega for allowing this to happen, and Gamer gods help us, dude, if this continues to be something that we have to deal with. It's disgusting.